Hey there Mac users, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll be sharing the top Mac settings you should change to take your Mac usage to the next level. So let's dive right in. First up, let's make Finder more usable. By default, Finder may not be as helpful as you would like, but fear not, we have got some tips to customize it. When you open the Finder app, you will notice that it opens the Recents folder. But if you find that useless like we do, you can easily change it to your preferred folder. To make this change, simply go to the Finder menu, open Settings, and under New Finder window show, select the folder you want to open. We have chose the Downloads folder because it's the folder we use the most, but feel free to choose any folder that suits your needs. While you are in the Finder setting, don't forget to customize the sidebar. You can select which folders you want to see in Finder's sidebar. We disable the Recents, Pictures and Movies folders and remove the Recent Tag section since we don't use them. You can also choose to say only the things that you need. And lastly, let's customize the toolbar at the top. Right click or control click on the toolbar and choose the Customize Toolbar option. We have added the airdrop action for easy file sharing. Now, when we want to share a file, we just select it and click on the airdrop icon to quickly share it with others. Similarly, customize the toolbar to add any action you want. Now, let's talk about display settings. To open display settings, click on the Apple menu in the top left corner and choose the System Settings option. To change the display setting, click on the Displays option. Here, we recommend selecting the More Space Display Scaling option. This scales the display, giving you more space to work with. However, if you have poor eyesight, you can use this setting to scale your display to increase the text size. Another setting to consider is disabling the automatic brightness. It can be quite frustrating when the brightness keeps adjusting based on ambient lighting, so turn it off if you prefer to have control over your screen brightness. If you work with photos and videos, we also suggest turning off True Tone. While it aims to make the display colors more natural, it may not be ideal for image or video editing as it can alter the true to life colors you need. Lastly, in the appearance setting, disable the Allow Wallpaper Tinting in Windows for more true to life colors. And if you are recently switched from Windows, we recommend selecting the Always option for the Show Scroll Bars setting. This ensures scroll bars are always visible, making it easier to navigate longer documents and web pages. By the way, if you have switched from Windows, we have published a video which shows you all the tips and tricks that you need to feel at home in macOS. Click on the I button or the link in the video description to check it out. Moving on, let's talk about changing the default opening app for files. macOS allows you to set default opening apps for all file types. We recommend changing it at least for the music app. macOS opens audio files in the music app, but if you prefer a different music app, you can set it easily as the default. To do this, simply select the file and hit the Command I keyboard shortcut. You can also right click and choose the Get Info option. Now look for the Open With option and choose your preferred app from the drop-down menu. Finally, click Change All to apply this setting for all files. You can do this for any file type you want. It's all about using your favorite apps. Now, let's fix hot corners, one of our favorite features in macOS. By default, it can be a bit annoying, especially when the cursor triggers unwanted action. But fear not, we have got a solution. Head over to the desktop and dock settings in System Settings app. Now, click on hot corners and customize the action for each corner. We personally use the bottom left and right corners for put display to sweep and lock screen actions. And to avoid accidental triggers, hold down a modifier key before you choose the action. For example, we are holding down the Option key before setting an action. Now, when we want to trigger an action using hot corners, we need to hold down the Option key and drag our cursor to the corner to activate it. This ensures that you don't accidentally trigger hot corners. Next up, let's enhance your Safari browsing experience. Safari is the default browser on Mac, and it's known for its speed and low resource uses. There are a few tweaks you can make to make it even better. To adjust Safari settings, open the app and click on the Safari menu item. Now choose the settings option. First, disable Open Save Files after downloading setting to prevent files from automatically opening when you download them. Now go to the Advanced Settings tab. Here, enable Show Full Website Address to see the complete URL for any web page. You can also enable Save Articles for offline reading automatically to download and save articles whenever you add them to your reading list. For improved online privacy, click on the drop-down menu next to Use Advanced Tracking and Fingerprint Protection and set it to all browsing sessions. And if you have updated to macOS Sonoma, you can also use the Safari Profiles feature to create multiple profiles separating your work and browsing history. We have already created a video on Safari Profiles which you can view using the I button or the link in the video description. Now, let's move on to battery. If you are using a Mac notebook, keeping track of your battery health is crucial. By default, the battery symbol in the menu bar doesn't show you the battery percentage, but don't worry, we have got you covered. Go to the control center settings in the system settings app and enable the toggle for show percentage under battery. Now you will always see the battery percentage in the menu bar. To optimize your Mac's battery and longevity, open the battery settings. Now click on the I button next to the battery health. If it's not already turned on, turn on the toggle for optimized battery charging for improving the longevity of your battery. And if you're streaming videos on battery, you can enable optimized video streaming while on battery to improve battery life. Just keep in mind that it may convert HDR content into HDR content to save your battery. Now, let's get creative and customize your folder icons. macOS allows you to change icons and folders and apps, making them more identifiable. It's a small touch that can make a big difference. To change the folder icon, simply select the folder, hit Command I or right click and choose the Get Info option. Drag and drop the icon you want to see into the folder icon. Now your folders will stand out from the crowd. As you can see, we have changed the folder icon for all our default folders to give them a unique look. Another great feature on Mac is Siri, but using it in public spaces can be awkward. That's where Type to Siri comes in. Instead of speaking, you can type your commands. To enable Type to Siri, go to Accessibility Settings and enable the toggle for Type to Siri. Now you can activate Siri by holding down the F5 key and type your commands. Another thing you should do is to disable audio feedback for Siri. The answer also comes in text form. To do this, open Siri and Spotlight setting, click on Siri responses and turn off the toggle for voice feedback. Now let's move on to one annoying feature that you might have encountered after updating to the macOS Sonoma. It's the click to display desktop feature, and trust me, it can be quite irritating. To turn off this feature, go to your system settings, open the desktop and dock settings. Now navigate to the desktop and stage manager setting. Here, you will find the option to change the setting for click wallpaper to reveal desktop. Simply choose Stage Manager instead of the default option, and now when you click on your desktop, the app windows will not go away. And that is it for today's video, guys. If you want to make the most of your Mac, you should also view our video on the best free Mac apps. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.